Hello, it's Carrie. Welcome to my 5 feet garden. It is June 4th, 2022, and my husband and I just spent the morning seeding grass in our front yard after tilling it up. But now I'm in the backyard because I've got a few plants in, and I wanted to show myself the what the tulips look like because we still have a few. Here we have supertunias. These are the bubblegum with some rockin' the blue salvia, and over here we have these supertunias. So they just had to spend some more time in the garage the other day, so the blooms have all died, but they'll come back. These are the supertunia trailing silverberries, along with more of that salvia. These are all proven winners plants here. And then over here, you can see blooms are coming back, but they're definitely starting to grow. This is the one that gets the most sun. Over here I have a pea plant as well as some violas. These are the leftovers from my from the bulbs here, and I'm just wanting to see what happens as I leave them sit here and maybe let some seeds, maybe let some muscari seed. So here we have some dark red, kind of a burgundy colored gladiolus. A couple of these possibly might be some crocosmia, but we'll see. There's a couple of little tiny pea plants in there. And then we head downstairs where I added a few things to the garden. Our next door neighbor gave us some tomato plants. I was not planning on growing them because last year the birds took chunks out of them all and it was incredibly upsetting. So, but I'm gonna give these a try. We'll see what happens. So here we go. These are all actually 2 tomato plants together, but I'm giving them plenty of room. I added some seeds here. I honestly don't remember what these are, but they're growing. Put them in about a month ago. That one must be one of the little pea plants. And the alliums. The alliums are going full force, and there's even a couple of additional buds coming out. If you see that, these are, they're probably 2.5 feet tall at this point. The tulips have all gone over except for, very exciting, these are the carousels. A couple of them are still hanging on, and they have finally, I think with the extra sunshine, they have finally developed the more whitish color that you see advertised. But this is at the very end of their lives. I mean, these have been up for 2+ weeks at this point. There's still 1 or 2 Lady Janes. I have not deadheaded any of these Lady Janes. They have gotten 12 to 14 inches tall at this point. A couple of them still have some petals hanging on, but not many. Lilac tree, or lilac shrub, is doing nicely. The roses are branching out here. And so my plan for back here, as you can see, this area of the tulips and the daffodils was much shorter than the others, but I think a lot of that was simply due to the selection, where maybe those angeliques are just shorter naturally, so something to be aware of. Well, let's go all the way over there. I am going to get more of these wild species tulips, like the Lady Janes. I think they are going to be tough, and they did hang on for quite a bit. Look at this, the foliage here on the I keep wanting to call them woodstocks, and they're not. Woodstock is the little yellow canary that is Snoopy's friend. These are the Yellowstone hyacinths here, and they have, the foliage has continued to grow. They have been superstars in my garden, so I'm really happy about that. Back there we have a couple of perennial phloxes, and maybe a snapdragon coming back. There's a lupine, I think, or beard tongue back there, and some perennial salvias. I'm even seeing, I don't know if you can see them too, but there are a couple of dragonflies back here. But okay. So this was the real reason why I'm out here. Look at that. That is now the Carousel tulip. It definitely, it's 24+ inches tall. Here, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's been up for weeks, and it is now more of the whitish tinge. It is definitely still you know, it's still a creamy color, but it's not the ivory yellow that I was doubting it would turn anything but. There's a red rose bush, absolutely the best it's looked in years. The willow is branching out. Here's another one of those carousel tulips. You know, I mean, like let's go to ground level here and just pan up. You know, that got very tall. I popped a couple of little, I don't know if they're called acidanthera or acidanthera, but I just threw a couple in the back area here while these tulips and daffodils and hyacinths and muscari dry out, just to see what would happen with those. They were very pretty. They look almost like one gladiolus flower, like on a stem. Here's my willow shrub that is almost back to its old glory. I lost one big giant branch on it in the snowstorm, but it's now popped back up. So that's the back